check. Uno, dos. Hey, what's going on, mi gendes? Testicles 1, 2. Testicles 1, 2. My bad. Hey, I'm recording this one a little sooner than what I expected. I wasn't supposed to record until like later on, but I had a little quick time to do a little bit of recording. How's your weekend going? Your day, your night, you know, your morning or whatever time you're watching this. Buenos dias, buenas noches, good afternoon. Last time, what I said, a little bit about me, another misunderstood story of the day in today's show, David. If you ask me something about my childhood, those be the things my childhood growing up. Those are the things what I would say to everybody. But anyway, so fast forward, to what I said last time. We moved here in Peoria, Illinois, the 309, the San Sue Hospital. My mother was the one who suffered the more injury out of all of us, and just kind of say a little bit. It was just me, my little sister, my brother, my older brother, who's like next to me. He's not the oldest, but he's the next to me brother. And then I believe there was another older brother. I can't remember. And then there was the driver. So before we got sent to the hospital, this is what I remember. I either flew out the window or I don't know, but shit, this is what I remember. I woke up, I just kind of got up, just like the Undertaker type shit. He just, if y'all watch wrestling, then y'all know what I mean, man. I just kind of whoop. I look around, and next thing I just know is just seeing the front of the vehicle, which is the van, on fire. Like just kind of lining up, not really like extreme, but just enough that you can see that there's a fire. And then this man who I thought was my uncle at the time, I don't know, shit, I was young as hell. I don't know. It was just a man who picked me up from where I was at and trying to take me to the vehicle. And halfway him going, next thing I know, the man collapsed. He's on the ground now. Ambulance show up, and then next thing I know, they start, cutting his pantalones. Next thing I seen nothing but sangre in his legs or whatever. I'm like, what the fuck? So I think the ambulance kind of took me out to, like, I won't say they took me out yet, but before that had happened, I kind of looked towards my mother area over there at the vehicle where everybody else was at. And the only thing I could just kind of remember, just kind of her telling one of my brothers, like, shit, my sister, like, she said her name. My sister, like, check on her. She was the only one who was not harmed. She was still in her wheelchair. So we ended up sent to the hospital. My mother was the one who ended up taking the most, damage. So, unfortunately, we were supposed to stay here during her healing process. But during our time here, a random lady took us in, and freaking, we ended up staying up with her, which it was just my little sister, me, and the brother next to me. So, after that, started going to school. Bam. Y'all gonna wait for the next one. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna save that for the next one. And actually, let me go ahead and add a little bit more. This is the first time, America. Hey, excuse me if I offend anyone. But, I was Mexicano. I ain't knew shit. This is my first time seeing colored people overall. First time seeing black people. First time seeing white people. And I'm a big observant ass person, and that's all I'm going to say right now. But stay tuned. I'll tell you more. Stay tuned. But anyway, I was always a big observer, always watching everyone, even with friends that come around, or my family would, they will always tell you, oh, he was always the quiet one, but even though he's quiet, he was always looking at you, observing everything. That's one thing that they will tell you for sure. And they used to find it adorable or funny because they was like, man, look at him, like he really thinking on some deep shit. Like he be. Sometimes they used to say like, man, he just thinking of them like, look at these fools doing something stupid. They used to kind of narrate their own shit towards me, so I guess that's where I get my narrating from everybody else. But anyway, speaking of observing, one thing that I was learning about, I guess you could say, life or yourself. Uh, to those people who do observe or watch the surroundings and trying to read people, and this might end up kind of change up your mind or perspective of saying things. But how about next you start observing yourself? Like what I mean by that is just really check on yourself. Like, I mean, let it play it out. Don't just really like kind of just really try to focus on yourself. Like live on your life, like whatever routine you have, and then throughout the time, as you letting the day play it out, observe how you react to things. Just on everything, even on simple things. Freaking, I mean, for me, the last thing that I ended up observing about myself, and I was thinking it was just more. Last time was just um and not taking to anybody who do see like my videos. It got nothing to do with work. I'm just talking. Like I'm always be professional when it comes to where I'm gonna do my job. Not really take nothing too personal. And shit. Hey, we all grown. We all just trying to do our own hobbies. Anyway, I was observing how I am with myself, or what triggers me or whatnot. And there's not just at this job. It be at other jobs. Just every other job from my self experience, because I had worked a whole bunch of jobs. So anyway, I'm Mexican. Hell yeah, we're gonna work everywhere. And you said my cook experience. Hell yeah, I know how to cook. Throw me in there. Hey, what's your man? Blah, blah. Swiss cheese. It just worked, like I said. Anyway, back to, let's stay on topic. Let's stay on topic. Like when you observe yourself and you notice yourself freaking start getting mad about something simple, really ask yourself like, why are you even getting to this point? Like that's right there is where me personally, like from my perspective now, and like I'm not speaking for everybody. This is just from me. Like I'm thinking, I really just kind of just really adapt. Like, why am I letting this bother me? Where this person got nothing to do with me. I'm here living my own life, just how this person living his whole life. Why am I letting this little thing trigger me like this? And usually, like now that I'm observing myself and how I am, is it really made me really kind of flip things out differently now, like see things differently. So, so now just, and I'm gonna take some of it from the Bible. I ain't gonna lie to you that y'all need to be reading, like regardless. Start knowing how to use your words properly and whatnot. And then sometimes it's not more like I'm trying to be deep with it. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be funny because I'm gonna use your words, and you just kind of goof off around, even if I have to make it sound gay. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. So you like that? Pause. Or even if you say something that does sound like a pause, I'm gonna say that instantly. Hey, pause, man. Hey, take that fruit cup shit to the fruit aisle over there, man. Cucumber area, they be around there, those show people. But no, I'm just messing. Uh, but yeah, just freaking was. It's all right to feel how you feeling, but then ask yourself, why am I feeling like this? Or what's the point? Another day of just kind of to ruin yourself from not enjoying work or not enjoying from grocery shopping or not enjoying, going to a laundromat or whatever you're doing. Why are you letting your emotions trigger you? That's where you need to kind of be self-aware and learn how to deal with your emotions. It's alright to feel it and go through it, but don't let your emotions take over you. So, I mean, it's not intentionally. I know everyone gotta live their own life. Life is life, and everyone gotta do what they gotta do to maintain themselves. Be content somehow. But shit, end of the day, we all gonna be battling our own battles. But it doesn't mean that we gotta put our battles to somebody else's. They dealing whatever they dealing with just as much as what you dealing with your own stuff. So like, and always, got my blue clues, handy dandy out here. Got to take notes, and really, hey, that's another thing I'm gonna let y'all know. Hey, start writing some shit down, man. Got a couple of these. I gotta spread out. Gotta put some in the car, put in my lunch bag, put one just upstairs in my room, put one. Gotta have a little bit around, just start writing shit down. But as I'm going and growing into life, and and again, I'm not trying to tell you what you want to do. You just like me, trying to figure life out. How did I deal with it? And maybe you could take whatever I'm saying, somehow you use it to help you. You're not gonna know exactly what I'm dealing with because you live in your own life. You did not deal with the pain that I dealt with. You dealing with your own pain, and our pain will be differently. Trust. Our pain will be differently. Your thoughts are not my thoughts. I'm not gonna feel what you feel. It's gonna be you, but we gotta respect our boundaries and respect, ourselves from not letting that throw on each other, and that's where we all just kind of want to butt heads, and then next thing you know, our personal life or whatever is happening, now we're gonna give it on to somebody else from being at work or groceries shopping or whatever you're doing. For example, when you're at work, now you want to use that irritation and want to nitpick at something. Everyone got their lazy days. Hell yeah, work is work. There always gonna be a lazy motherfucker. There always gonna be times where he do surprise you, and then he going to work out of nowhere. And then there gonna be days where he's just that guy that everyone knows that he's just gonna like shit. He's just we don't care, but hey, he here. But sometimes he help, and we appreciate that little help. But anyway, it doesn't mean you gotta let that from stopping you from doing what you gotta do. You just continue your day off and don't let that bother you. But if you do let it bother you, because you got your personal life going on, you're gonna throw that shit at you like this motherfucker ain't working. This now he's pissing me off. Now you're throwing more wood on the fire. Now you fucking letting your emotions all built up, even if you're not self-aware about it. But that's how life's gonna play out. That's where freaking what I will say. That's where the devil comes in and just kind of start throwing at you. The devil works in mysterious ways, and that's one way that he's gonna do. That's his job. He is here to kind of distract us, because like what the Rome did with the whole, gotta go get the gladiators and get them attacked. The king said, if you feed the people, give them a circus, they don't got enough time to think. They are distracted. Now you are getting entertained by the circus. If you don't get the metaphor, they want us now from being from our own mind for us to heal ourselves. But now that technology and all this, now there's more that we just want to know. We want to know what you're doing. There's more easier interaction. There's more able to talk faster instead of just like not seeing whenever we're gonna see each other and then talking. Because when we do meet, then there's the excitement of talking. Because it's like, damn, it been a while since I see. But now the technology is here, it's easier to just bring me out, being all here. You know, it's all distracting because that's your circus. You ain't gonna have time to think. Now you're just gonna. That's your poison. Where now, and some people they just wanna feel not motivated, not work, because now they just wanna rather be home, play the game, or be on their phone just to fucking do this. You listening, you are listening. But if you are just able to break that and change up your routine, because you are comfortable where you at, it's just you're stuck. No one can help you but you until something bad happened to you. That's when you want some attention. Now you kind of expect people to feel sorry, but hey, the sun's still gonna rise. Not people don't give a damn about what you're feeling. But this is just kind of a self note of what you need. I won't say what you need because I don't like to tell people what they need to do or whatnot, and just kind of conversating. But anyway, yeah, like I said, I did this a little early recording. I was gonna have a guest. Well, I do got a guest schedule, but it ain't there yet. But I had a lot more things that I've been written down, and I just kind of let it out. So just take it as a extra video, Hey, hey, but also I appreciate all the support, people who's viewing my videos. I appreciate it. Um, it's always much love. Keep on watching. We will continue growing. You will keep on, you know. I won't say you will, but you're gonna take something and then had received to you for a reason. Even if you need a little good little laugh, a good old hey, what's going on with the homie or whatnot. But also, it's just kind of since this is a whole new world for my familia, or even for my kids now that they're older, they want to look at something that they stuck in life. Now they can able to click on this and just kind of like, dang, okay. So at least when I'm doing something, I'm leaving something behind. I'm trying to be different from all my family. Trying like I always say, I'm trying to be divine. And then it's not even that. It's also one of those. I'm here for a reason. I'm now that I'm kind of. I won't see. I fucking hate using words because sometimes some words ain't the right words. But I'm trying to be my own legacy of leaving my last name here. Um, life is life, and people be going physically. Not for good, but you'll learn as you grow. You is a seed to yourself, but you're growing. So, and some things gonna come to you naturally. Depends on you whether you choose wisely or you're gonna fuck yourself up. You know what I'm saying? Pero back to being on track and what I got written down. Let me go ahead just kind of also say what I got written down. This should be the goal: to love and be loved, to heal each other together. Many of us never really belong to anyone or anywhere. So I know at one point we all just kind of feel like we don't belong, but we all been there. It's like we learn from each other, and even though like a brother and sister, you can't choose them. People come around you, just kind of, that is your brother or sister at that moment. Not unless you see them that extra lust stuff, then that's a whole different conversation. Hey, we're gonna talk about it for a different time. But hey, cochino, stop that shit. But anyway, yeah, like they said, we are brothers and sisters out here. Hey, let me see what should I said. All right, as I was saying, a lot of us have not been raised right, and which is right. There's no correct correct way of to being raised. Even if you've been raised in a lovely home, there's always something that's gonna interact or come to you that you're just not gonna feel appreciated because you are your own person. So anyway, we all learn different from right to wrong. So so meaning is just your right isn't their right, and your wrong isn't their wrong. So whatever you think that you may think you're right, are you really right? Because you only have an argument from your own perspective, and then now you mad because I'm not agreeing with you. So so you can't be open minded and really just kind of let me step back and think about this. And then even if you're both right, it's just more just like what, it really ain't that serious. Like fuck it, let's just move on. No, no, and there's always gonna be time nobody gonna be agreeing with each other. And another reason is just because it's life. Life is meant to create chaos for us to learn from each other. And I know some people say, "Oh, that's not what we about," or they're not trying to be about that. But guess what, buddy? Your own thoughts are also your own enemy. It. That's why I also been telling people just like, let me see, what's the perfect metaphor? All right, Avatar, them blue alien motherfuckers. You know, think of them when they connect their tail or their ponytail with the animal or creature, or whatever. So you is the blue alien avatar, which is your soul, and the animal creature that will be your will, your human form. Because we all are mammal. Where we all started. We all started from being apes and whatnot. So we're gonna have that instinct, little surviving, little skill where mating and fucking and killing and eating, sleeping. That's like all animals do. But our soul is what kind of stop us from going too crazy and have us have like our consciousness to kind of really think like, hold up, we're not that freaking weird. I mean, some of us got our own different weird, but that's really the best way you can do things. Be aware about that. Control your own will. I mean, yes, your emotion is gonna make it seem like you are right and doing the right thing, but you're only going off your emotions because you are feeling angry. This you think why you angry is the right decision? Like, I'm just saying, I'm just saying. So once you're able to do that and handle that and be a little bit more self aware, you'll be all right. You definitely be all right. But then again, hey, everyone's different though. Everyone's different in this world. Um, the young men are different in this world, and I won't say like a bad different, but it's just more just like I don't know, man. I guess I used to be that one kid that I used to work with. Like I used to be the younger guy working every other job, and they all used to be older. So now that I'm working with younger kids, it's just like your young men are way a different kind of breed. I mean, I get it that it's okay to talk about your feelings and whatnot, what is right and what is not. But shit, end of the day, we are men. Men, like we supposed to play our role. We're not living on just we got to go hunting and whatnot. Because if we would go hunting, then by a certain age, you would know the feeling of how to kill a deer or some type of animal for us to eat. There's a certain age for us, young men, that we got to do a killing for us to kind of know the feeling how to kill. You know, even if once we do gave this kill, thanks we thank God for this, for this sacrifice in order for us to eat, for myself and for the family. But now that the social media and the law and all this distractions, now it is created to cause problems and to break everybody instead of just forming in one, and for us just kind of helping each other out. But hey, I'm gonna leave that alone for right now. I do got a lot more to say, definitely. But like I said, I only had a little bit of time to record this, so stay tuned. Part two gonna come. That's if I don't do my guest. Then it will be part two of that, or it will be with my guest. Who knows? We will see. Stay tuned. Yeah, I appreciate everybody for watching. A lo vemos.